I am not late, you are late. Well, one way or another. Kondechi, how are you all doing? Hi, Davis here, and yeah, we are going to get right into the drawing, but just let me send out links and such. And we are going to talk about what we are going to draw. Alrighty. Here we are. Going to sketch our Kronii. All right. Kronii. Okay, I guess. Alrighty. Yeah, just I guess spontaneous, not really spontaneous stream. But I believe you didn't really seen much going on, and I do know why is it. Sorry for that. Sorry. Mm, that I couldn't really stream yesterday. I was really feeling sore today. I'm still having troubles, walking, moving. Oh my ass hurts so badly right now. Mm. Okay, I think we are Gucci. Okay, let me just quickly save the thing. Okay. I'm just going to number my my sketches and whatnot. But yeah, music. Okay, music is in. I've already got some references, but you know, we are going to mostly today we are doing, um, as I've mentioned on the on the links, today we are drawing the perfect Kronii, but we will see if the time be on my side. Yeah, I don't really know where we can go with. I didn't really got around any popular Kronii clips recently. So that might be a bit difficult, but we'll see. So first of all, I'll need some references. Here are the references. So her, I want to draw her, I think, in her usual outfit. Just so you know what Kronii looks like in general. So basically she has like two blades, but she usually just, doesn't use much. A couple things that are for sure going to stick out. No pun intended, that are most likely the chest area, the breast. Considering the fact that her design is built just so it like captures the center of the area in this outfit around that segment, and maybe I would use it, maybe not. I'm still thinking about it, but most likely not, because I kind of feel weird with that idea. It's kind of like objectifying, but I'm here to do fun favorites. Fun. Yeah. Let me just. Yep. So that's, you know, that's more or less how she looks like. I'm going to use her design basically. What always seemed a bit off for me is that her legs are so long. You know what I mean? It's it's kind of like. It's kind of like. Oh my. Okay. Or maybe let's keep it just on the side, you know, for the comparison. There. Okay. So Kronii is done. I guess we can move on to someone else. Okay, for real though. So basically, she has more like typical anime egg shape head. I can't even draw circle today. It's not my day. Oh my. I kind of want to, you know, I'm kind of wondering if I want to work things out, or rather how I want to work things out. That is indeed interesting, you know what I mean? Because I can draw her in couple different, you know, in couple different ways. I'm going to take that out, move that absolute perfection, you know. Ultra HD Kronii. Okay. Okay. I think I've had somewhere a really nice face for the idea I've got. Let me quickly check that one. So this is like kind of ideation. I want to test out the new kind of ideation to work out. So for example, like, you know, oh, like trying to train my memory, but like since I can't figure out, since I cannot figure out like properly the images in my head, I want to figure out how I can work out this entire thing without the thing. You know what I mean? So like, oh, I think I've had a good face for it, or I think I know, give or take, something better for that, or something like this. So it's, I guess you can say that it's kind of very dependent on where are we going to with the illustration, because it kind of is, you know. So the idea I've had was like, I can't even explain this properly. You know how there are like those hag anime characters, right? That are usually like shown smoking, and they're making this like side mouth that like one side is in a triangle and another side is like highly taken up, and like a lot of smoke comes out. That's give or take that thing. I think I've heard that thing. I can't remember. What the fuck? Hey, yo! Imagine. Okay, I think I've got it more or less, or we are going to do a bit different thing, because another is this facial expression, you know, like this kind of mouth. Because she's like, oh, I'm perfect. You know, like this kind of pose maybe. Too. But I thought of her like, I don't know. What's Kronii's favorite monster drink if she drinks stuff like this? Also, the nose was in the wrong position. Or maybe? It was in the correct position all along! Oh my. Just imagine. Ah yes, the power of an artist to be able to draw anything. Okay. So I'm for now just you know, just working things out when it comes to the simple sketch. Or rather the construction. This is like one method I found on the internet. Like some of those Japanese artists are apparently doing their construction like this. You know? Hi Muto, good to have you here. How are you? Hope it has gone. I'm good, good to hear, good to hear. How are you? Doing good, doing good. Just resting a little. Just resting. Nice. Yep. Uh, okay. I am thinking maybe she could. Hmm. What is that creature? Creature? It's Kronii. Oro Kronii. And what do you mean by creature? Am I drawing so badly today? Top left? Oh. It's Ultra HD Kronii. Because she got like long legs and such. I can I'm thinking about like, you know, maybe something like that. Right. Okay. Buzz. I'm sorry. Well, soon it might change. We'll see what my boss will, come up with. Okay. I'm not going to draw like her mouth, basically, her teeth and whatnot. They are here. Oh. They? He brought someone along. Oh. Oh my. I hate it. It's okay. It's okay. Take your, take a couple deep breaths and don't let it get into you. The faster, maybe, the guy is going to be like, took someone who actually knows what they're doing, and basically they're going to try to fix it ASAP. And if not, he already, got the thing. You've delivered the message to your father. That ain't the Kronii's eye. Kronii's eye is mostly flat and should go like this. Yeah. And then like this. So this chunk should stick out of her face. I know how that does it sound, but like this is literally what goes through my head. I'm kind of speaking today what I think. Alrighty. I like that kind of, you know what I mean? Like swish, 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 swish. Yeah, it's more like swish, swish instead of swish. You know what I mean? Okay. And apparently the eyelashes go like this. Hi Gaboos, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going. Hi hi. And the eye. I forgot to tell like anyone I began 3 days, but I'm back now. It's alright. It's alright. I was wondering what's up with you, you know? I'm a little bit worried. Hope you've had a fine time all together, though. Nah, wasn't great to be honest. Go back around 1 PM today or 2 PM for you, I think. Where were you, if I can ask? If not, that's okay, you don't have to tell me. Had to go on some holiday, didn't want to bother, you know. Yeah, it's okay. I getcha. I know what you mean. So. Just been doing a few rooms and a lot of decoration work on my game. Hey, that's nice. That's nice. You know, I mean, hey, you've got some progress done. You know what I mean? That's huge. You know what? The side is fine, but not on this side. I'm going to copy and paste it. Hi Skylar, got David here. How are you? Hoping it's going. Hi hi. Created grass instead of two weird poking strands. It's actual bunches of thin strands and added more grass. variants. My prince return, oh my. It's kind of like from the last 3 days, I don't think I see him. Skylar been on and off once in a while, but she's been definitely here, you know, way before Ian. Actually, as far as I remember. Oh, surprised I haven't seen him then. I thought she popped up every once in a while when you were, you know, before your break. Hey, Skylar, how were the movies? You're mentioning going to the movies. How did I do this? Wait. Yeah, no, I got no schedule for it. I just work on game when I'm bored. I see. That's a good way to work on things too. So I'm slowly now progressing with the thing. Eyes are always giving me some problems, I don't know why. You could probably notice that Zega is usually giving me a lot of, you know, a lot of tips on that. I might start posting about it on my channel, like devlogs. Hey, that's actually a really cool thing, to be fair. That's actually a really cool thing. Go, I'm going to tell you, go for it, man. Is she gone? I think? I think Skylar left. And hers, I've noticed that I always have a pattern of like completing elements starting from the head. so I'm not really touching any like body sections or anything until I get the entire head gone, you know. Dear Lord Mudo. Make video thingy now. Alrighty, alrighty. Oh my. I haven't booted CapCut in a while. Here we go. CapCut? I live like... Oh my. TTS. Oh. Text to speech. Why not using your voice? A lot of people can tell you that actually using text to speech is not really pleasant for ears. I really wanna do that, I see. Well, I see, I see. Okay. I'm almost done with that One Piece arc, to be fair. It's just like... I don't know, I remembered this arc being like totally different. Like... It seemed to be more epic, but now as I'm rewatching this... Because like as far as I went through, like the furthest I've seen in One Piece, it was like it wasn't even past the, you know, they didn't even, yeah, it wasn't even past the Barati. They didn't even like figured out the, you know, Tony Chopper. They didn't even get that, so that's quite, you know, specific, interesting. But I still seen the entire thing from like clips and stuff, and clips wise, this entire war in One Piece, you know, it seemed much more epic than what it really is. There's just, you don't really get much like actual fights. There's just like, you know, like some buggy shenanigans. Luffy just disappeared out of nowhere. You don't really get like the proper treatment for some characters, you know? Although I believe it was also just not to introduce way too much. Although if they didn't want to introduce way too much, they should have like not introduce that many characters, you know what I mean? Because like there's a bunch of new characters, like now we see all 3 admirals, we've seen all the you know, all those like side admirals or whatever those are, vice admirals, there we go. We've seen actually just some fights between just like normal people. Although it's crazy to know that there's like a guy who doesn't seem like a main character, which can actually compete with Mihawk. That's crazy to see, you know what I mean? I was expecting like something else totally. That I have to admit, they've took me by surprise there. I never know what to do with the freaking hairs. Okay. And there should be a chain on her head. That's a really weird way to tie hairs with a freaking chain. How does that work? I swear to God, the moment she takes off that hair chain from her hair. Yo, that's chair. A hair chain, a freaking chair. She pins her hair with a chair. I don't know why, but this song reminds me of like Dumb Ways to Die. Dumb ways to die. Also, the sheer like fact of Darwin, like, you know, the Darwin prize, or however you want to call it, itself seems a bit of like yikes, you know what I mean? Okay. And then there's this, right? Because it goes like that. It goes with the perspective and goes like this underneath the hair. I like that. Okay. And that hair is supposed to be just wider here. Yep. That works. That's exactly how it's supposed to look like. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but her face is kinda weird. I think it's because her mouth needs to be in a bit different place. Yeah. Much better. See, like, just the positioning of the mouth can change like how the face structure looks like. It's like, you really need to watch out for this kind of thing. I guess I'm going to add like some sweat drops or something like that. Oh my. Okay. Maybe like this. Alrighty. She's like a very complicated outfit, if you think about it. Or like small details, you know? Okay. And there's some kind of heart here. Okay. That's one of the more intriguing and more difficult elements of her outfit. That brush of hers. God damn. On one hand, it's not really that difficult because the brush itself, like, you can make it just out of couple circles with circle tool. Well, like if you are trying to freehand this to make it fit kind of into some kind of perspective, it's impossible. And I don't want to bust out like line tools or anything like that, you know, for something so small and trivial. It's just a small, you know, element of it all. Okay. Okay. And there. Okay. Yeah, now it works. Okay. Good, 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 good. Huh. Now as I'm looking at this, I don't really comprehend how her outfit looks like. It's like very revealing. Why would she go for such a design? I just wonder. Right? Alright, so I guess I'm just going to like mark where her chest is. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, that should work. That's nice. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, but that shouldn't be going like this. To continue with this section. Yeah, it works now. And the rest of her outfit goes like this. I assume. dear Lord. Give or take. Let's maybe start from this breast. What? What just happened? Oof. Okay. Just out of nowhere, a window popped up. Okay. No idea. I think, like, first of all, I've messed up the way how, you know, everything should go. I believe I've messed it up just so I can really quickly fix this. And that's crazy. If it'll work. Because I feel like all I need to do is just doing this. Yeah, and it's fixed. Okay. No panic then. Okay. I'm assuming that... Maybe? Yeah, I think that works. I want her to, like, I guess, scratch herself. Yeah, I think that works. You know what's going to be more difficult? Her freaking armor parts, because she has some armor parts actually. Yeah, these are going to be more problematic actually. Okay. Alright, that works. At least for now. I'm kind of wondering about hmm. You know what? I really don't think I should, but I'm thinking about like giving her a bit more squeeze, at least here. Hmm. Yeah. It's a small change, but it actually adds a little bit more, you know, into like depth of the shapes and such. You know? Okay, let's keep it like that. We're going to like build around it a little bit later. But I feel like this arm is good size. This forearm is not. I feel like it should be a little bit longer, which means I need to mark her shoulder like this. Make the point here and pull it here. Maybe we'll need to just make it go a bit like that, but you know the deal. All right, and now this element is going to be able to be longer first of all. But also we can, you know, just work out a little bit with the positioning of the hand. Like this, for example. Okay. Yep. And over here I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? Like, kapow. All right. Okay. Let's maybe add like something like this. How does she like make everything like hold together? Like how does this outfit even work? Because like those elements would have to like be in here. But it's actually not, so it looks like those elements are like freely hanging and they are turning into that like collar thing. Oh. Well, it's not time for jokes. Get it? Because she controls time. Funny. Funny. Couldn't be funnier. Oh my. Okay. I've noticed that whenever I'm trying to like draw slower, I'm actually drawing faster, so I need to like get myself into that mindset that I'm going to draw faster if I'm going to draw slow. Also, I've noticed that since I've changed my desk, my like drawing changed a little, which kind of proves the point that even something like even desk or chair is going to be, you know, having more like give or take an upper hand on you whenever you're going to draw. All right. And now, and I always love you. Hmm. Oh my. Hmm. Okay. Okay. That's bizarre. Okay, wait. Easy. Actually. Like this, and we done. Okay. Much simpler than I've expected. She kind of dressed the character also in some kind of like, I don't know. It kind of seems like more of a, not like feminine, but masculine garment. Instead of like, you know. But there are outfits like that for girls too. It doesn't seem like one though. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think that's going to work well. Hmm. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Kind of. I hate that, like, you know, that she has her own her thing yet. You know. What are those called? Frills? Are those called frills? No idea. Oh my. I'm not sure about this one though. Yeah, no. Like those, okay, this one works fine. For this one, I need to be like this. And that means this thing has to go from like here and like here. Okay, will work, I guess. And another one. At least one of these. Okay. What's up, dude? Hi, sir. Got to hear how your Brian has gone. I think this might be the first time around, or it might be. Your name rings a bell, but I don't know which it might be. I'm not sure if you've been on the stream or not, but well, hope you find a comfy corner one way or another. So what's up? How have you been, man? How have you been? The bell might be ringing. I was here a while ago, last year or so. Ooh, I see, I see. Okay, okay. New, the name seems quite familiar. So how are you, man? How are you? Personally, I think quite fine. Just resting a little bit. Hi GC, got to be here. How are you? Hope it has gone. I'm finally able to catch a stream. Yeah. Damn, haven't seen in a while, GC. Haven't seen it in a while. Have you been, man? You gave me some amazing advice about not letting my projects die. Oh, I think I might be starting to recollect the interaction. Yeah. And how did it went? Doing well, just work. Hope all have been well for you. Well, for me it also have been like work most of the time recently. Doing a lot of commissions. Surprisingly, I'm getting like a crap load of them around some you know, stuff. Loki changed my life, lol. Well, I'm glad this actually could help you, you know? I'm really glad. I really need to come back to some of mine. Personally, I've been kind of struggling with my time off stream and on stream because of my work. I've got a little bit of a abusive boss, and you know, he's always like threatening to fire me. At this point, I don't give a damn, I guess. I'm back. Welcome back. Hope everything is going alright, Mudo. I'm good. And hey, we're here, you know, just drawing Kronii. I really like the way where we are going with shading. I really need to like get myself to continue drawing, you know, on the scale. Looks good. Oh my. Okay. Some things had to be slightly changed, influence, if you know what I mean. I'm, you know, finally going around, just doing my best to keep up with my projects, you know, working stuff. I'm doing commissions. Actually, I'm going to try to rush some commissions after the stream. I've been recently, you know, the past week I've been trying to do that. Day after tomorrow, I actually, well, I was called a witness to a lawsuit. Need to stand there, you know, as a witness. Okay. Maybe those fingers need to pop out a little bit. So yeah, you know, I've low-key got a bunch of my projects working out. I just need to, you know, continue a little bit with them, work stuff out, find some time on, you know, progressing with things. For example, I want to learn C#, and for that I need a lot of time and peace to sit down and be able to, you know, learn things. And unironically, I might actually, you know, progress a little bit with stuff. I want to make a game in Godot, and well, I've changed my engine a little bit of time, you know, because I was jumping between RPG Maker, then Pixel Game Maker, and now, you know, the freaking an unfortunate Godot, which is okay. It still helps you a lot, like you can assign things quicker to some things, and it does actually help. Okay. Alright. Alright. I guess, you know, just actually we've done 2 versions of Kronii. Also, I've found a nice method to quickly figure out a bunch of sketches, which I kind of low-key want to work out on. Here's the thing, I'm taking the you know, the tool I'm using for sketching, and I'm just making a bunch of construction, but like simple construction, and then I'm looking into that, and like I'm, you know, working out the characters that you know, like those characters are going to look, you know, well for the thing we're doing, and then and only then it's starting to make a bit more sense when we are, you know, taking up some, you know, some more shape, making hairstyles and whatnot. You know, it kind of allows you to determine the mood. Like, for example, how Minya does, trying to, you know, sketch out characters only with that tool, instead of like actually, you know, doing whatever I'm doing right now. Okay. Right, and that, okay. Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. That's that. I'm quite happy with the sketch. I really like the construction. You know what I'm worried about? That the arm is wrong and the hand, it might be too small. Although we've actually changed the entire arm length, and actually it's good, you know? It's just the hand itself, which makes things worse. Yeah, because her frills are like going to cover her entire arm, you know? Yeah. Oh, and actually, that's how it's supposed to look like. Yeah, okay. So, we've made a sketch. No mine, you know? No mine. I have to say, I'm kinda happy with how everything went so far, you know what I mean? But I really need to work a little bit more on some more illustrations and whatnot. You know, whenever it comes to the proper like illustrations, etc., I feel like I need to sit down and actually try to sure, make the sketching, but I feel like I should be making sketches and then keep in mind to finish them throughout the week. You know, so for example, like we've got that Kronii sketch, how about like coloring it later on, you know, doing some shading, whatnot. Or like trying to make, you know, some other stuff, you know what I mean? Like trying to, for example, make how do you call it? Trying to make a you know, just finish the sketch to like what I've had in mind with Erzan and stuff. But like, I really need to be able to sit down and focus on those things. I think that I want to start like streaming every single day. I'm really doing my best to work this out. The main problem is that I'm literally like, you know, for example, last week I've had a case where I was, you know, just trying to like, you know, I've had a case where I wanted to stream really badly in the middle of the week, but I was really tired and the work was still from my day job was still piling up. It actually made me to cancel the stream because I literally just couldn't. I just couldn't. Because I knew already that, you know, I'm going to come back home and my entire evening is going to, you know, all jumbled up. That sucks, you know. I am happy with this sketch. I'm really happy with this sketch, even though it's not like, you know, colored in black and white. I feel like we're going somewhere even deeper with the style. I feel like I'm not even using like Reno Tuna's reference photos, at least not as much, maybe sometimes for coloring. But one way or another, it's still like, you know, the same thing. I just have fun. I just have fun, and that's fine, you know? That's really fine, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to like keep at it, because I want to, for example, be able to output several sketches during sketch sessions stream, you know? Also, I believe this week we might be able to finish this Hololive illustration that we are working on. Let me quickly bring that in for the newcomers, for example, who haven't seen it yet. So for example, this illustration, right? We're working on this illustration, but I can already say that I don't really like the shading. There's something wrong with the shading for me. I don't know. It seems nice though. It seems like Reno Tuna shading too. Maybe not the hairs. With hairs I need to like figure out whatever the hell I want with the hairs, you know what I mean? It's like very bizarre thing. I can draw hair, I know how am I supposed to shade it, but I don't know what I should do with it stylization wise. I was really trying a couple methods already, but it's not really like helping. For example, I really like these, but I feel like I should make the shades darker, like way darker. And maybe way less highlights, maybe like highlights only on the buns and like highlights here and here and nothing else, and then you will see a little bit more of that. But also I know more or less like how Reno Tuna does his shading now too, because believe it or not, Reno Tuna is using darker gray for it, for his shadows, not like tinted or anything. I think he's using linear burn afterwards, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we can try, you know, like, and linear burn? Nope. I don't know why linear burn is not working. Maybe it would work if there would be like some more, like, you know, tint to it or something like this. And now linear burn. Yeah, and linear burn is making the shadows. Yep. Yep. So that's give or take, or whatever Reno Tuna does. But I want to finish this illustration this week. We'll see. For sure tomorrow we are going to work on that. But well, we'll finish this short sketch. We will see. Maybe with time, and you know, when I'm going to finally get back to my everyday streaming, you know, schedule, everyday streaming streak. I'm going to actually work out a bit, starting to work out a little bit more sketches over time. We will see. I know that during like one week, 1 hour or two, I should be able to do a bunch of sketches, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that we should be able to work this out. But for those who are not, I want to invite you to subscribing the channel. We are at 80% of watchers that are not subscribed compared to the subscribed watchers, so please do. It helps, it really supports the channel, it doesn't cost you anything, and you can be up to date with my art. And meanwhile, thanks Skylar, Juicy for being active chat on YouTube, thanks Sir Nuggets, Muto, Goofy for being active in the chat on Twitch, and once again, thank you all, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and bye bye.